What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about the latest blog post by Lucid Insider talking about the Saudi Arabia studio possibly being canceled or pushed back. So I'm going to explain what that is and what developed from that. I also want to give you a very bold price prediction coming from the Elliott wave. But before I get into any of that, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. And with that though, let's get right to it. So Lucid is having a very successful day. So up currently 2.48%. So definitely a lot of good things coming for Lucid. But right here, you can see this is the blog post talking about the Saudi Arabia studio on hypothetically how it might be pushed back or possibly canceled. And all of this got drawn from this information right here. So under Lucid's website, it does list all the upcoming events. And as you can see, October 24th, it does list the Saudi Arabia studio as being open. So that's definitely a very highly anticipated thing. And this is where unfortunately a lot of people are drawing conclusions because of this. Looking on their website, they removed it. So plain and simple, a lot of people want to know why was it removed, everything like that. Because unfortunately, Lucid isn't the most transparent company. So a lot of things and a lot of changes happen, and we typically don't really know any information about that. So I think coming from an investor stance, it's very difficult. Even I did do a video in August about this exact same thing, because the last known information that I was able to find or draw up, which does show Q1 2022 as the anticipated opening of the Saudi Arabia studio. Like I said, I think there's always been a very high anticipation for the studio, because I think this is just opening Pandora's box. Definitely a lot of good things is going to come from this. We as investors just want this open, or at least more information. So again, it's one of those things, and when I did my video in August, unfortunately, this was not physically listed on their website. So this is where I wasn't necessarily privy to that information. I did also ask when I did my video if anyone knew any information. Sultan was definitely nice and posted on Twitter about this exact same thing. So he did provide an update on this, saying that it's hypothetically complete and it was built. Anticipated opening between October and November. It's just one of those things that leaves you uneasy, because I think when it comes to Lucid, we never really want them to cut any of the Saudi Arabia growth or expansion. There was a back and forth going on Twitter between Jeff Curry and also Lucid Insider, because as you can see, Let's Go Lucid, who is a very big part of the Lucid community, did outright just ask Jeff Curry if there's any official announcement from Lucid. And he did respond saying no, just more uninformed speculation, no news here, and it's basically just being pushed back because of scheduling. So I think that's a very good thing, a little bit more of a relief going forward. At least we know that it's not canceled. So I think that's a good takeaway from this. He does also say that if in the future anyone has any questions, just to reach out to their PR department. In general though, it does look like Lucid Insider did respond saying, to be fair, your PR department doesn't necessarily respond to everything. And like I said, Lucid isn't necessarily the most transparent company. So coming from an investor, when you do see these kind of abnormalities, like I said, listed on their website and then automatically taken off, it makes you jump to conclusions. And even before this back and forth based on here was going forward, I was still trying to draw the conclusion what possibly might have come from all this. The only thing I was able to really draw up is these two recent VPs. As far as expansion, maybe they didn't see it worthwhile to open the studio possibly in 2022, maybe push it back to 2023. I don't know. It's one of those things that could be because of this, but let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. I personally do not agree with how Jeff Curry did handle this, though. I think this was very poorly answered, and coming from a Lucid employee, it definitely doesn't put you in a very good light to answer Lucid Insider or any content creator who basically helps your actual company, provides free advertising. Because regardless of if I give you the good, the bad, or the ugly, honestly, my sentiment on Lucid is very positive. Clearly, in one way or another, I may or may not help Lucid, obviously without being even paid for it. So I think in general, Jeff Curry did answer Lucid Insider very, very poorly. So definitely not really happy about that. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Do you personally feel Jeff is in line with his answer? But it's one of those things, right? Obviously, I think he might just, we'd never know how people could be perceived as this. And this is the negative side of just typing out versus actual conversation over the phone. So again, it sucks in general, but whatever, it is what it is. Also, let me know your thoughts if you do personally feel that it isn't necessarily because of scheduling, if it is because of something else, because like I said, outside of this information, we haven't received anything. So it does suck the fact that it did get pushed back from Q1 to potentially, based on their website, Q3 and now possibly Q4. So in the end, it is what it is. We can't change it at all. Just have to sit tight, do your own due diligence, because I am not a financial advisor. So make sure you guys are always doing your own due diligence, especially if you see anything on the internet. Always do your own research, such as myself. Whenever there is any article that does come out, I like to give it a little bit more backbone, a little bit more context to justify if it is actually feasible or not. So let me know your thoughts on that. When it comes down to a price prediction, we all know based on the technicals, things are looking very good for Lucid. So I think right now is very optimistic based on all the technicals that I do look at. Everything is looking very, very bullish. So I'm very excited about the short term for Lucid. And when it comes to it though, a lot of people are very big fans of the Elliott wave. So I'm going to pop over to Interactive Brokers and give you a very shocking price prediction. Hopefully it'll make some investors quite happy on this. I do have a link to Interactive Brokers in the comments below and also the description. So click on the link, pop over, and definitely play around. It does have a lot of good information. But getting right to it, as you can see, as long as we stay over this $13.90 pivot point, which in reality is our support that we did bounce off of, it does put Lucid between $19.90 and $21.10 in the short term. So that's a pretty good return on investment, even if someone did get in at the $14 range and flips it to 19 or possibly 20. So it's one of those things. I think in the short term, a lot of good things is going to be coming for Lucid, as I even did a video this morning on how institutions are literally just been buying Lucid this whole time. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Very exciting times for Lucid in the short term and even in the long term. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. If you've been buying, selling, holding, whatever it is, definitely give yourself a shout out in the comments below. I think right now there's a lot of good momentum and this could be very much attainable, the $20 to $21 range. And I really like Lucid, the fact that they just give everything, the fear about CPI, fear about interest rates, just the middle finger. Lucid does what it wants when it wants, and I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people really do like about Lucid. So again, it is what it is. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. And like I said, if you do like a lot of good information such as analyst ratings or even possibly just the Elliott wave technicals, then click on the link in the description below to Interactive Brokers. It does have a lot of good information. With that though, I appreciate you guys watching and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.